What up, Dokkanners? As the 8-year anniversary on Global comes to a close in this final week, we are also going to be receiving one last piece of content, and that is the 8th anniversary battle. This battle, or this challenge event, will be available permanently, but this is basically a celebration of the past 8 years of Dokkan, allowing you to go back and reminisce by fighting the various units from those respective anniversaries. This is going to be giving us up to 88 Dragon Stones with all missions involved and stages. That combined with just a couple more missions for the week and the final thank you reward, we're coming up on the last like 120, 130 stones of the celebration. So in today's video, we're just going to do a quick little preview and breakdown of the event, going over the missions and how you guys can prepare for the festivities. Now, full disclosure, I have not seen any gameplay on the event because I don't want to know. Just like with the Birth of the Shadow Dragons event, I wanted to remain unspoiled, so I chose not to watch anything. But I would imagine that these are probably going to be on par with like a red zone event, right? So I don't imagine this is going to be a complete cakewalk, but I do think there will be some challenge involved. I do believe that this event is also permanent. So if you're not able to beat the event right now, don't feel so bad. They will ultimately be, doable at some point in the future. Sort of like Ultimate Clash or Super Battle Road. For me, when I started playing Dokkan, I wasn't able to do a lot of those types of events right away. It took me about 5 or 6 months before I could actually start doing that. So if you're new to the game, don't feel like you have to do these right away, especially if you see some of my videos where I'm getting these done, in one or two tries. So this is something that you can just do on your own. The ultimate prize is to get these very, very powerful EX skill orbs specifically designed for the anniversary characters. So if you clear the missions relating to part 1 or year 1, then you will get the skill orbs for the year 1 characters, which are Janemba and Gogeta. Then year 2, year 3, so on and so forth. Now, the thing about these, the only thing I could tell you is that these are the typings. There's some perks here. Janemba is immune to key-based super attacks. So in terms of preparation, you can look through this roster. I will put a link for this either in the description or in the pinned comment. And you can simply just go here and you can take a look at the typings. You can take a look at who's there. You can try to assemble a team that could counteract this, depending on what sort of team or category you'd like to run. And then also you can look through the missions. Now, the missions here, obviously clearing it once, gives you the bronze skill orb for each one. So if you do that, you get the basic one. And the basic one's also pretty good because it's 800 defense. That is the highest defense boost that you can get in the entire game at the bronze level at the moment. Coming up on the next chain battle, not the one that we're currently in, but the one after that, we should be getting the 700 bronze skill orb stat boost. So either for health or attack or defense, 700 is the most that you can go, but still 800 eclipses that. So this is still nothing to kind of write off here. This is a very effective skill orb that will help your anniversary characters. And the next mission is clear stage 1 without using any support items. Now, this is the one that I think a lot of people will struggle with early on because you're essentially trying to no item the event. And depending on how hard the event is, that might either be very easy for you or very difficult. I don't know how difficult the event is, but also more importantly, I don't know if support memories count. I believe they don't count, but JP players, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I think they are legal. I think you can use those. I'm not sure though. You guys can let me know in the comments. And then clear stage 1 using all types. So this one's also going to be tough because you have to use every single type on the event. So like for the first one, you're strong against int with physical, but then physical is also weak against STR. To counteract that, you want to bring AGL. So physical and AGL would be the types that you want to bring for this. You don't want to be bringing tech, or maybe you don't necessarily have too many techs, or maybe you don't have too many STR characters. But now you're going to have to bring one of each to cover this mission to ultimately get the gold skill orb. Now, you don't have to do all of these at the same time. You can do them separately. So don't ever feel like you have to get all these done at once. I will try to do them at once, sort of as an extra challenge for myself. But just remember, they can be done separately. And the same thing applies to all of these different missions. Now, I noticed that early on, from stage 3 earlier, so 1, 2, and 3, you don't have to worry about turn restrictions. The turn restrictions only kicks in on stage 4. But also on stage 4, there's no clearing the thing with 5 types. Hang on. I don't know if this is necessarily accurate. So first anniversary, clear it once. Clear it without using any items. Clear it with every single type. Okay, clear stage or anniversary 2. Clear it once without using any items. Use every single type. Third anniversary also has 3 missions. Okay, so every single one has 3 missions. Okay, so third anniversary, no item it using all types. Fourth anniversary, no items within 4 turns. So starting from 4-year anniversary, you don't have to bring all the types. So that is good. Although I think that no, never mind. That's just for that one. Yeah. Stage 5, you got to bring all types, but the turn restriction is gone. Stage 6, you got to do it within 5 turns, and you have to do all types. So there's no item 1 on this one. Stage 7, they give you all of them. Oh, wait, no, they don't. Clear stage 7 once. These 2 account for that. And then you use all 5 types, and you do it within 7 turns. So you can use items. And then clearing stage 8, you can use items. So actually, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. That is good. At least you don't have to know item the final ones. I feel like these 2 are going to be the toughest ones. So, you know, having to know item, it might be really, really tough for some people. But the main thing that I think people are going to struggle with is going to be the all 5 types thing. And that is why I have a cool idea that I think could help some of you guys out. Now, what I did was I basically went from the top, and this is when I noticed that I could just kind of assemble all of these different teams at once. So when I was looking at the first roster here, Janemba's immune to key-based super attacks. So when I looked through my box, I basically filtered out I'm playing Pokemon right now, so all units that don't do key-based super attacks. So I clicked everything but Key Blast, and this is what I got. Then I filtered by my 200% leader skills, and then I realized, wait a second, I got Orange Piccolo, I got Ultimate Gohan here. Let me put a team together with them that can also fit all 5 types. And that's where I came across this team right here. Oops, did I just get rid of Pan? I did. But that's how I came across this team. And then I started working my way down the list, and I saw the missions, and I thought, all of them require to clear the event with all 5 types. So why not I just put together a bunch of different powerful teams with every single type? So that's when I came up with all of these. I have put together a bunch of 200% teams with every single type in there, and every single type has some decent abilities. Like, you know, if you're running on an event where you're primarily fighting physical units and int shouldn't be there, well, I'm gonna bring this int God Goku because he's got a great dodging ability, he's got great stacking, he should be able to hold his own even against overwhelming odds such as that. So I got a 200% Turtle School team, I got a 200% movie hero / superhero team, I got the Ginyu Goons, I got a Battle of Wits team, I got the Terrifying Conquerors team with Demon King Piccolo. Some of you guys may not have the character. Realm of Gods. Not everybody fits the 200% across every single team. I think a couple of these guys don't necessarily fit. Like, yeah, this guy, for example, this guy's not in Battle of Fate or in World Tournament, but he is a terrifying, conquering character. So, you know, most of them are 200%, but not everybody. But I still cover every single type on each team. Everybody here fits. We've got the 7-year anniversary LR Gods. This is a fused fighter team / Power Beyond Super Saiyan, which means the friend unit can be the other 7-year anniversary LR with the Super Saiyan 4s. Then I've got the 8-year anniversary LRs here twice. And then I've also got a Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent and Child type team. So my entire second folder, my 10 teams are all filled up with every single type, 200% lead teams. Now, you might notice that Orange Piccolo is here on a lot of these different teams. And here's another tip. Orange Piccolo is going to be a major cheat code for all of these missions, especially the turn-based ones, because you might already know this. When you transform into giant form, you temporarily suspend the turn count, which means when Orange Piccolo is in orange form for 3 turns, that doesn't count as a single turn wasted. So if you transform turn 3 will be where you come back to after your 3 turns as Orange Piccolo. This will allow you to get a lot of cheap shot damage on an enemy while also preserving your turn count, allowing you to do the 4-turn limit, the 5-turn limit right here, the 7-turn limit a whole lot more consistently and a whole lot easier. I would still think that probably the 8-year anniversary LRs will be the best way to go about doing this, but I think that the Orange Piccolo will most certainly help, which is why if you have Orange Piccolo, maybe you were around during Golden Week and you bought Orange Piccolo with red coins, which I stress that you guys do, then you will be able to run that unit on a lot of these different events. If you're brand new, then you'll have to rely on like the 5-year LRs. You'll have to rely on the 8-year LRs. If you don't have any of those, then this is not going to be something that you can necessarily do right now. You'll have to simply just wait and try to work at it over time in the future with other units as they drop. But those 2 things I think are most important right now for you guys to do to prepare over the next day or so, or however long it takes you to get started on the event. Put together a bunch of different teams of varying types. 200% is preferred. If you don't have the ability to do all that, try to do 170%. I don't even know if 170% can beat the event. I haven't even tried a 170% team yet on the Shadow Dragon Sin Shenron, so that might be something that I need to test out. But, you know, whatever you can do, put together your best and most powerful teams. The more links you have, the more dupes you have, the better off you're going to be, the more prepared you're going to be. And if you got Orange Piccolo, try to bring him on a lot of your different teams because he will be instrumental in clearing a lot of these time attack missions. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let in the comments if you have any other tips and tricks that other people can use to prepare for the upcoming festivities. This is going to be dropping August 6th, 5 p.m. PDT. Do you have a killer team and a killer strat ready to go for all of these different stages? Do you have one particular team that could take on the 8th year anniversary battle gauntlet, every single stage, every single mission? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.